In life, there are two types of suffering, right? There's good suffering and there's bad suffering. Bad suffering is suffering that you undergo through the lens of evil, right? Because you've taken the avenue of evil, you've allowed yourself to be somebody who travels down that path. And as you travel down that path, you encounter all sorts of iniquities that cause you to stumble, therefore allow you to be traumatized, right? It allows you to be traumatized and to be downtrodden and to have, yourself operate in a state of, in a sense of despair, depression, anxiety, anxious about what is to come, what could happen at any given time and moment, because you find yourself in the midst of evil, and evil is the ultimate wild card, right? You never know what you can expect from evil. Now, on the flip side, we have good suffering, right? Good suffering is one that edifies the spirit, sometimes even edifies the physical state of things, right? It starts inwardly and manifests itself outwardly so that you get it in totality. Again, it manifests inwardly, then outwardly, right? So that you can see it in totality. Now, which one does God want us to undergo? The answer should be simple. Good suffering, right? We need to understand that there is such a thing as good suffering. Let me give you an example. You work out, right? You have a desire to work out. Well, will you not have to suffer? You will. You will have to suffer internally, because what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to start cutting off the foods that you eat habitually. You're going to have to start eating them in moderation. So consuming foods and liquids that you once did in abundance, you have to dwindle that down. That is going to take sacrifice. You're going to suffer. You're going to feel it, because you're going to have this itch, this desire, this craving to do what? To indulge in these things. But you're going to have to give them up. Now watch this. Also, on a physical front, you're going to have to suffer. Why? From the workouts themselves. This should be the obvious thing, obviously. You're going to have to work out, and you're going to have to do it. Expend energy on a physical front, which will leave you sore the very next day. This is what's inevitable, right? If you do a good workout, you know this. Your body gets sore after you've worked out the day after, right? You rest, you wake up the next morning, or maybe even the next 2-3 days, your body will be sore. But this is evidence of a good suffering. Yes, you are sore, but you're inching that much more closer to your goal. Now watch this. If you continue to track yourself and you realize that after, let's say 3, 4, 5 weeks, you're down 10 pounds. You see how, although you suffered, see how you have this intrinsic motivation to continue? Why? Because you've seen the evidence of your suffering pan out for good. Bring this back to God. This is why God wants you to suffer through the righteousness, through His righteousness, right? Suffer through His pathway. Why? Because you sticking to the path, despite the suffering, will help you see what? It'll help you see the evidence of the righteousness of God combating the iniquity of Satan.